My name's Davie Philip and I'm in the Living Lab in Ireland. And my first introduction to local food economies was through Dublin Food Co-op. It's one of the largest consumer co-ops in Ireland. And I was on the steering body in the late 90s before we developed our Eco-Village project. Our Eco-Village project, food is fundamental. We have our own bakery on site. We have a CSA, a community-supported agriculture project on site, and a number of living labs looking and exploring things like short food supply chains. Why do I think short food supply chains are important? I see it as the gateway to local economies. Local food economies is the way into that. I think everyone eats 3 times a day, so food is so important. And I just think there's an opportunity for diversification in both livelihoods and offerings that could make a much more resilient local food economy that can help us cope with the shocks that we're going to face with the ecological crisis. So I see the coming together into local food economies as being one of the ways that citizens can engage in these bigger ecological challenges. So I think through the EU for Advice project and working with partners across Europe, there's a real opportunity to learn emergent and good practice from other places that we hadn't thought about, but also to contribute some of the ideas around online farmers markets, CSAs, food hubs that we have developed in Ireland and working with our Irish Living Lab on. So I think it's always about collaboration, knowledge sharing, peer exchange, building our own capacities and being able to facilitate local food economies. And I'm hopeful that with this consortium, EU for Advice, that we can develop the supports, the networks of advisors and local food facilitators that can really enable short food supply chains and local food economies.